Mashuka shan, mwebe na Zambia. So, nemwine ninjika lila ferelo, nishile mkumona family, I traveled yesterday. Ninjika lila fio kweba chilelo, ntushie kona family. I received phone calls. Aba kuchifubu kundona. Apparently yesterday, soldiers went to beat people in Chifubu. They ended up destroying shops, including a shop for Honorable Lubusha, Member of Parliament for Chifubu. I'm just from talking to him right now. You remember that not long ago, barely a week, soldiers in Mufulira went to beat people up in Mufulira. And in the process, they ended up beating a Member of Parliament in Mufulira. So what I'm told by the people of Chifubu is that our soldier, about 3 days ago, they went Mukunwa. One of them found a girlfriend. Eloba mupoka, bapusana. One of them musoja ba muma. So yesterday they regrouped and went to beat mercilessly anyone they found. In the process, they destroyed property. You know, ababe mbabalandati, limbule nsansa, talila mena mishila. Muchisungu we can say, nip the problem in its bud. Hii problem yambo kuchita manifest of soldiers excitedly going into the communities because bapusana, they go to beat innocent people. They go to destroy property. This trend must be curtailed, must be stopped. Those soldiers must be dealt with. There's nobody who is above the law. Look, we are spending huge sums of money every year in, every year out. The budget allocates huge sums of money towards the Ministry of Defense. Part of that money is to train young men and women to become soldiers so that the mandate of the Ministry of Defense can be actualized. Because the army is there to protect the territorial integrity or the sovereignty of this country. But today, we are spending money to go and train criminals. Last week, we cannot be spending money to train criminals. Can we conclude that the selection process of these young men and women is flawed? Can we conclude that? Is it because you are picking amakadas to go and train them that we are ending up having criminals instead of having soldiers? The question is, Imoba government, Bushe, don't you think you need to act? Because up to now, we have never had any action in Mufulira on those soldiers that misbehaved. We have never had any action. If anything, the only response we've had from government is that statement that was given by Tabo Kawan, which statement was condoning that foolishness that those soldiers did in Mufulira. I am waiting to see what Tabo Kawana today says, because obviously, knowing Tabo, he is going to appeal to Zambians not to be going after soldiers' girlfriends. Because people who are barely surviving, you go and destroy the very little that is giving them some means of livelihood or survival. Meanwhile, the government took off, but if you pay, this is the country we are building today. As a young man who grew up in the camp, sadly, we have people that can celebrate this. Soldiers are not trained to go and commit criminality, as the two cases now show. That is criminality, you like it or not. There is nobody who is mandated or who is permitted to go and beat up innocent people on the basis that no soldier. Those properties, those soldiers are destroying. And we have no more people. The so-called pressing us, no more people. Basically in a video, for once, do what is right. I know you will say, how can you blame the UPND? Because if you start acting, this nonsense won't be repeating itself. The reason why on flimsy, misunderstandings is because they are seeing no action. If there was action in Mufulira, today those soldiers in Ndola would not have misbehaved. So who should we blame? To blame PF Nakambi? Or to blame UNIP? Because maybe that's what you want us to do. Blame the PF, as you always do. Own up, Imola UPND. Government, own up. And stop sending people who don't have courtesy to be speaking to the public or to the citizens. Send normal people, sober people who can use their minds to speak to people who are aggrieved. because abantu bakufubwa bayechula nambona wile fintu mutumi omuntu ungalande fyamano to give a statement that can comfort people, not a statement that is going to mock people. Okay, chino chalo chimwachishitisha ngatwalisha pali amataiko this ngatwalishitisha because it's too much. We cannot be waking up every day to sad, disturbing reports, disturbing news. Every day you open up social media, everything else is falling apart. Everything, number, including number soldier of to protect number. Everything is falling apart. Chinshi to alfianya kanshi for bena Zambia kuli imwe. Chinshi muka tuelele ko. That everything seems to be falling apart and there's nobody who seemingly can handle these things. Namushwa. Tunalande from Kulanda.